Hi parents, I wanted to film a little video because I know some of us are wondering what's going on. I send out some emails and some of us understand the emails, some of us didn't. And so I wanted to clear up any confusion. I thought about doing a live, but then I'm like, what source do I do it on? So I thought I'm just gonna film a video. I will upload it so it's coming from you from one of the sources, either YouTube and it'll be a private video that only you can view, or another one. And I'm just gonna cover what we're doing, what the plan is, show you what the schedule is, show you just what I mean. So then you're like, okay, I get it. And then ask me questions, please. I am doing this so that we keep you engaged and keep your kids engaged. And we wanna be in community with you during this time. So if you can do me the favor and respond. And I'm working, first I had to just get my classes set up. I got mine done. I've gotten Kay's classes set up, and I've got Stormy's classes set up. I'm still working with Andrew. We're all having difficulties transitioning from in person and figuring out how it's gonna work on a virtual platform. I get it, I understand, but please know that it is possible and it's actually working pretty well. I know there is some limitations, of course, as we all can imagine, but it's better than nothing. And that's what I feel like. If you are at home with your kids and you need a break for a second, this is a good thing to have to keep them busy. So if you can make the live videos that we're putting on through Zoom that I've sent you the links to, if you are in Taekwondo, all of my dance classes, or Kay's dance classes, then I've sent you those links. Andrew's music students haven't received any links yet. We're still figuring it out. We're probably gonna start his classes next Wednesday, potentially, depending on his schedule. But I will let you know. I haven't forgotten about you. I know you've emailed me. There's been a lot of communication, and then I've started teaching with the video. So there's a lot going on, lots of paperwork on my side, lots of emails, and technology isn't always being my best friend at the moment. So I'm trying to upload videos to BandApp and get them up, and it's not loading them fast enough. So it's taking a lot of juice from my phone, dealing, just lots of things that you wouldn't imagine would happen are happening. So we're just kind of going with the flow. I would say if I'm going to film it at the same time, or if you can also record it at the same time, the Zoom class, I'm doing that. It's probably going to take me a week to get them up. So it might not be up the same week, but what I'm trying to do in the meantime, which isn't perfect yet, not at all, I'm trying to live stream on the BandApp. And so you're getting the live stream, but you don't have the interactive ability that Zoom provides because it's not a video conferencing. It doesn't have that capability. It just has the ability to go live, but it posts right away. So I don't have to deal with the upload speed and that delay. So if I'm going to film any videos going forward and like technique or choreography, I'm going to be going live. So you can tune in live and be with me. I'm not going to schedule it or send that out to you, but you can turn on your notifications on your BandApp. How do you do that? So I need another phone. Dang it. You know what? I will post some pictures. Let's see. Maybe I can. I will have to figure that out. I might be able to include that in the email, do some pictures and include it on how to actually go turn your notifications on. It should be in your settings. So if your notifications aren't turned on, you're not going to hear when I message the group or any of those things, or that there's a new video on. It's really important for you to do that. I believe Sam has sent most of you in a text that will say something, you're invited to a certain group for BandApp. We're going to just start with BandApp. And you have to download the app. So you have to go to your app store. If you have an Android, you're going to go to the Google Store. If you have an Apple product, then you're going to go to the App Store. Download BandApp. It's just how it sounds, B-A-N-D. And so you're going to download that, get that on your device. And then you should be able to find where you were invited to this group, or you can go back to the text and click the link and it will come up. And then you just have to say that you want to join the group. Once you're joined, then it's a private group. The reason why I'm not doing this on Facebook or anywhere else, especially with Zoom and Band, why I'm making this slightly more difficult on your part at the beginning is because I'm making sure it's very private and your kids are protected. And it's only us that are viewing it and the kids that are in your class. I don't want to publish it to the whole world that we're doing this. I want to include people that want to be in the group, but I just want that privacy, and I respect your privacy, and you've signed waivers that you want it this way. And so I'm doing that all around to protect everyone. And it makes it more special that way. It is your content that you're getting for your kids' classes. So that's why I'm making it's slightly more difficult. I know there's some hoops to jump through, and technology can be frustrating, and I totally understand. But if you can help me and figure out how to get that downloaded, get in the group. There's also a Seedlings communication or Skagit Seedlings parent communication group. If you Google that, or if you search that in the Band app, get in that group. So then it's easier for me to upload different things and let you know what's going on. If you go back to your paperwork that is in that purple folder, I gave you all of the purple folders. If you need paperwork, can't find the purple folder, message me. I will send it. It has some directions on the app and how to get that all figured out. Now, Zoom wasn't part of anything that we were doing prior to a week ago. So I totally get it if it's a little bit confusing. The main thing is, and I messed up on some of the invites because they're coming from different hosts. So what's going on is I am a host. If you are in one of my classes, I scheduled the meeting and I sent you the link to that meeting. If it's one of Kay's classes, we have scheduled, she's a separate host. Stormy is a separate host. It makes it so that if we are quarantined to our house and we can't go to the studio, we're each our own hosts, and we can join the meeting. And I can also join the meeting because I am part of it. I'm a co-host, but they can create the meeting or they can start it from their house, and they are their own host. And if they are scheduled at the same time I am scheduled, it doesn't affect either of us. So that's why we each have a host. Some of it can be a little bit confusing, but that's what's happening. So you got a request for a link to one of those classes. And so you just have to click it. It should have what is it called? A meeting ID. I'm going to turn this around. So I don't know if this is coming up backwards for you, but this is the meeting ID. So you should have a meeting ID number. Now it doesn't show, no, it says the meeting password is Wednesday. So this is for, a different class. This is just an example. On my end, this is what I see right here, but I sent everyone a copy of the invitation. Let's see, and it will come up like this. So I sent you, now I might have deleted, I deleted anything that made it too long, but there's gonna be the link where you can save it to your calendar if it's reoccurring, which a lot of them are. And then this is the meeting link. So you're gonna click this. Now, I believe it's gonna prompt you to actually download the software. If you're you can be on a laptop, you can be on a regular desktop computer, you can do this on an iPad, you can also do it on a phone, a mobile setting. So if you are on a laptop or a desktop, it's going to prompt you to download the software. So you can see right here, I have the zoom.us. And so you have to just make sure you give yourself enough time to download that. That's going to download straight onto your computer. As long as your computer is up to date with all of that, the upgrades and everything. If you are on a device, such as your phone or iPad, it's going to download the app. So the app has to be downloaded, and then you are going to have to set up your own account. So it's going to say you need to put your name in, your first name, last name, And then, so I can go to like my little hub right here. It's gonna be, oh, maybe I can't. Oh, go over here. Okay. So it will prompt you to put your first name, last name, your email, and then a password, and then to confirm your password of choice. Go ahead and save that so then you don't have to remember, right? Or you need to remember, you know, that's good too. And then, so I have that. It's going to give you an account number, and then it will launch you in. It should launch you in. And so the biggest thing about this, if you're starting a meeting, I'm just going to use this one for example. If I pushed start, I need to know this ID, because it's going to prompt you when you say you want to start that meeting with that link. It's going to want the meeting ID and it's going to want the password. If you are missing those, I believe some of Kay's classes, I have to go through and resend you some links, are missing those, but most of you should have that. You're going to just do that and it's going to launch you right in. I'm going to show you kind of what it looks like. It'll be a slightly different, of course, but when you go into a meeting, I'm going to just say right here, start this meeting. And you can see, and I have to say on my desktop, allow. Now, because I'm the host, it's going to launch right into the meeting. But if I wasn't the host, it would ask me, it would prompt me for the ID and the password, which it will do for you. There we go. And now if you are on your computer, it'll ask you, I just say join with computer audio. If you are on your phone or your iPad, it's going to ask you if you want to use internet audio or another kind. Just use your internet audio, okay? Now I am trying, because I've been experimenting, I'm going to be using, I used my music, like my Spotify, from my same device. That didn't work well. Yesterday I used it so that it was, this is weird because I'm looking at myself, but I used it with my iPad and a separate sound box, and that worked better. So that's what we're going to be doing. So your screen is going to come up like this. This is a full screen view. You're going to go down. I minimize it. I can say I want to manage my participants so I can see everyone. Because I'm the host, I can mute you all, which I do, because when we're dancing, I want to make sure that you can hear my voice. So I'll start out with everyone unmuted because I want to see everybody, and we can also chat. Excuse me. So if you have any questions, you can chat with me because you are muted, and let me know what's going on, or if you need anything. The biggest thing is the camera angle when you set it up with your kids. You got to make sure that I can see their feet and their whole body, which is, it might need to be moved throughout when you're doing that. Now it's recording right now, but which we're gonna end meeting, so this isn't the real meeting, right? But I can record every single dance class that is happening, and that can also be uploaded to our band app. So that's what's going on. There's some more stuff. You're welcome to start the meeting at any time and just kind of explore for yourself and make sure you understand what's going on. One participant at a time, multiple participants. What else? Yeah, so anyway, that's that. If you have any questions, please let me know. No, stop. So there it is. I didn't convert it. I'm not going to save that one because that's not a real one, but I have several other ones where I can go back and play it. So that's the biggest thing. Some of you were emailing and asking when this starts and what is the actual time that the classes will be live. So because we aren't required to teach at night right now, I prefer to teach during the day or in the morning and go from there because my energy level is is up. I know this isn't always good for some of you that aren't available at those times, but because I'm recording it at the same time, you're welcome to still take the class and it's going to be uploaded. So just so you know, that is what's going on. I'm working on camera angles. I know everything isn't perfect, but please bear with me and my teachers as we kind of figure out all of this stuff. This is a new area to jump into that we didn't foresee was going to happen. So so what I mean is, when I say live, I mean live streaming. That is like when the videos, that's when you're gonna, you can log in 15 minutes prior to the meeting and be set up. And I will start at 10:30 or whatever time your class is on that day. Now, depending on how I'm feeling, and if I don't feel well or whatever, I will let you know. But this is the basic schedule that I'm following for this week and next week. And then we will go from there and see if it works or doesn't work. And please let me know if you would prefer it at other times. And I can see if I can do that. I just know that my energy level is better in the morning and the early afternoon. And sometimes, I know I normally teach in the evenings, I get it, but it's different when you have kids moving you versus teaching it online. And I'd rather just get that part of my day done and have some time for some other things. So, but let me know. We are flexible and I understand, and I want to make this as beneficial as possible for you. So this is my schedule. And I'm going to be publishing all of this online on Facebook. And I know some of you might have seen Kay's post already. Just been trying to get everything going and figure it out so that I knew that I could do it before I advertised anything or, well, basically it is advertising, but because I am willing to take more students on, that's totally fine. I just want, if anyone can donate, then that's great. So if you want to refer your friends and they want to join in, I welcome you completely. That is totally fine. We're trying to figure out a way to make our school continue. And so I appreciate any support anyone can give. This is Stormy's schedule. So she is twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 4 to 5 p.m. And that's what she's doing. And then Miss Kay these are her classes. So advanced ballets, Wednesday and Friday. Saturday is Wednesday, 3 to 4 p.m. Now, and she has said it as well. If we need to move things around, we will. But it really is reliant on whether you communicate with us, because it's more beneficial if we have more kids on those live streaming times, because it makes it easier for us to teach and to keep it up, because it takes a lot of energy. It's even more energy than when we're in the classroom, because we don't have those in between moments of moving kids around. Just general talk and help them with their body placement. So, I'm not complaining. I'm very, very, very thankful that we have this online platform that we're able to still teach all of your kids. I just wanted you to know from a teacher's perspective what we're experiencing. It is high energy for an hour and a half. And so I have to be diligent and take care of myself and my teachers in that. So we want to make sure that it is beneficial, that we're doing it not just for 2 kids. And I know that at the same time we're pre-recording it and it's going to be beneficial for others, but I want to see your kids' faces. I want to check in and know that and see how they're doing. So if you can jump on, then that does really help me and my teachers and our spirits, because we get to see all you guys. So I hope this helps. Let me know. I know it's long and I hope you have a chance to watch it, but this it should help you, and I will post pictures for the band app. But give me a call. The biggest thing, if you're confused, just call me, because it's even easier than texting it or emailing it right now. I'm I'm like bombarded with lots of written stuff, and because it's a little bit more technical, it's harder for me to like communicate it completely. And so if you are confused, feel free to call me 425-238-6286, because that's the best method of communication right now for me. That's all I got to say. So, all right. Hope to hear from you. And if you have trouble getting on, let me know. I am working in real time to get all these things figured out. Okay. Thank you.